Hiya, my name's David. I'm the Wandering Ponderer.
Bless you, my child.
I'm down Abbey Lane, and for the last 2 years I've been wanting to get a glimpse inside the Abbey Chapel, St Nicholas Chapel at Coggeshall Abbey, and today is the day. You want to come with me? Let's go. There we are.
But this is a remarkable chapter. Have you read the blurb I put on the thing? I just, I think it sort of sums up the importance of the Abbey. Because architecturally, this is an absolute gem. And at the time when this was, become a Cistercian Abbey. But the brickwork, you see, is almost unique. And that has been restored beautifully. The sedilia there, the three seats there for monks, three monks. I think it sort of represents the Trinity. And then the ormbry for the up there for the holy water. And then this is very typical, the cupboard in the wall where they kept the wafers and the...
The chapel is a rare example of a church building constructed over a relatively short period of time, in a recognisable style and using local materials. Thus the chapel can be dated to early 13th century and be described as early English Gothic. This style was a breakaway from the Romanesque or Norman style that dominated ecclesiastical buildings for about 100 years after the Norman conquest. The main feature of Gothic, so named by later architectural historians, was the use of pointed arches in windows and doorways. Note these in the chapel. What is especially unusual about this chapel was the use of bricks. Brickmaking was widespread in Roman Britain, but when the legions were withdrawn in the early 5th century, the skills of brickmaking declined. However, they were not entirely forgotten, and in Coggeshall, because of the existence of suitable local clay, brickmaking continued and was given a boost by the needs of the monks who built the abbey from 1140 onwards. Note the use of bricks on the external corners, the window arches and frames as wall material infill, and in the recently restored sedilia. For over 300 years after the dissolution of the abbey, the chapel was used as a barn. The door was removed and widened to allow carts to enter. Windows boarded or bricked up, and the roof left to deteriorate. It was not until the late 19th century that the restoration of the chapel to its original use was started. In 1860, the building was bought by the Coggeshall vicar, the Reverend Dampier. The chapel door was restored and the roof thatched. Attempts by local historian George Beaumont to push forward the restoration were hampered in the 1880s by lack of funds. However, the arrival of a new vicar, Charles Craig Mills, in 1891 brought vigour and fundraising to the project, and most of what you see now was completed by him. The roof was tiled, windows glazed and stained glass inserted. More recently, following a bequest, further work was carried out to improve the drainage and the damp problem. Internally, walls were replastered and painted, and the sedilia, the three-walled seats set in the south wall, carefully restored to its original appearance with specially made bricks. Well, that was it inside the church. Although it's small, there's a little bit of a history behind it, and it's nice to immerse yourself in history. And if you've got a local place that you can go that is full of history, it's nice to actually go. I'm going to go back to the car and then back home and have a hot cup of tea, I think. A cup of tea and a biscuit. Tiny little biscuit I have permitted on my diet. But that's all from me, the Wandering Ponderer. If you haven't done so already, and you're watching on YouTube, and you've got a YouTube channel that you watch your stuff on, please subscribe and give it a thumbs up. I know that if you're not signed up to YouTube, you don't get that opportunity of being able to thumbs up videos. But those of you that do, thank you very much. And thank you for being with me. Just a little visit, but I owe the chapel a look. So thank you very much. So I'll see you in another video. Stay safe.